I think it probably took me a good 4 years of working within 5ELK to really understand what is important to our Filipino team. I owe this largely to the patience and guidance of my Filipino co-workers for telling me when I completely missed the mark and guiding me on what I could do better to help build trust and loyalty. I knew if I heard the words, "You did good, Dee," that it was a tick for the team. Silence usually meant that I didn't quite get it right this time around. Far from an expert, but today I wanted to share 4 ways I found that have helped me and hopefully will help your business strengthen your relationship with your team member. The first of those is checking emails. One of the easiest ways to strengthen your relationship with your team member is to respond to their morning check-in email. Your team member didn't stand next to you in the elevator or pass you on your way to your desk, so they haven't said good morning to anyone in their team yet. A simple response to that morning check-in email, wishing them a great day, will do wonders for your relationship. Obviously, if you have a chat function and communicate this way, then a simple good morning chat is a great way to start the day. My second tip is to get to know your team member's family. Family is very important to Filipinos. They have an unwavering sense of responsibility to their family and actually have the utmost respect for them in this space. So take the time to get to know their family dynamic. It could look very different to your family dynamic. Actually, I'm positive it'll look very different to your family dynamic. If they have children, you could get to know their children's names. And if you want to be the best of the best, know their children's birthdays. Any parent will tell you that they care more about their children's birthdays than their own. And it's no different for your team member. It's actually no different for your clients with children. And sadly, but the most important thing to understand is that when family is everything, death and tragedy are a hard pill to swallow. There are a lot of cultural differences in the way your team member will handle a death in the family, and there is no hard and fast rule in this space. So sending your condolences during these hard times will mean the world to your team member. Include your team member on your website. Including your team member on your website is a big deal. They absolutely love it. I've just finished chatting about the importance of family, so imagine the pride our team feel when they can go home and share with their family that they are included on their Australian client's website. There is no greater sign of respect. Include the team member in your pulse check. Clients that have the best relationships with their team members usually include their team member in their 5ELK pulse check. Having yourself, your team member, and your 5ELK operations manager in the meeting is a fantastic way to build your relationship. It's an opportunity for you to provide more formal feedback and set goals away from the day-to-day quick catch-ups that you're already having. The other magical thing that happens is that our clients and team members start providing feedback directly to each other in the pulse check. And this cuts out the middleman and ensures the message is delivered really clearly. If your team member isn't in the pulse check, then an operations manager is actually receiving your feedback to give to your team member. Your team member is then relaying their response to your 5ELK operations manager, who in turn then relays this back to you. You get the drift. It's not always appropriate to have your team member in the pulse check, and we are always available for confidential discussions and advice, but to be honest, 9 times out of 10, having your team member in your pulse check is an absolute game changer. So these are my top 4 tips for building a strong relationship with your 5ELK team member. These are all the things I've got wrong over the years, so I hope this video helps you learn from my mistakes. And truth be told, these principles are probably very similar to how you have built a great working relationship with your Aussie team. But sometimes when our team members are out of sight, they are also out of mind. I hope that these tips will help you deepen your connection with your team member and make them feel valued and respected so they do their best work with you.